Hello there, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning into Mentium, the podcast that takes you on a journey to unlock the full potential of your mind. My name is Majama. I will be your host and your guide on this adventure into the fascinating realm of mindset, mental fitness, and personal growth. In each episode, I dive deep into the intricacies of the human mind, exploring the power of positive thinking, resilience, and the strategies to cultivate a mindset that propels you towards success. So, buckle up for a journey of self discovery, empowerment, and transformation. Get ready to unleash the power of your mind with Mentium. Hello and welcome back to Mentium. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode. As always, I am pleased and honored to have you around at the release of a new episode. Today, I would like to talk to you about the dangers of normalcy. But what is normalcy, you might ask? Normalcy is the fact or state of being normal. It is something we are taught to strive for. But what if I told you that being normal can actually hold you back? What if blending is the very thing that's keeping you from personal growth? Normalcy can be a kind of shield of conformity. Let's unpack this by discussing 5 points. Number 1, we will talk about the attraction to normalcy. Number 2, the hidden danger. Number 3, how to break free from normalcy. Number 4, the cost of nonconformity. And number 5, embrace your uniqueness. Let's dive in. So, why do we crave normalcy? From the time we are young, we are conditioned to blend in. For some, it started in school where they had to wear the same uniform, follow the same rules, and for others, they have to get the same grade as everyone else. And as we grow older, that conditioning only deepens. Society rewards those who conform, whether it's through traditional career path, life choices, or even how we express ourselves. But what does normal actually mean? Normal is the average, the middle ground. It's doing what everyone else does because that's what's expected, or because it is what's safe. But the problem with normal is that it's comfortable, and comfort can be a trap. You see, when you stick to normalcy, you don't take risks, you don't stand out, and you don't grow. It's a shield of conformity, blending in so perfectly that no one takes notice of you. And here's the kicker. No one is impressed by the normal. When was the last time you were inspired by someone who simply followed the rules? Exactly. Moving on to point number 2, here's where the danger comes in. If you do what everyone else does, you will get what everybody else gets. If you spend any amount of time around me, you probably heard me say this. If you do what everybody else does, you will get what everybody else gets. And what everybody else gets is the life of average. Now, this isn't to say that there is something wrong with living an ordinary life if that's what makes you happy. But if you were here listening to Mentium, it's because you want more. You want to grow. You want to push boundaries. And normalcy doesn't allow for that. The problem with normal is that it tricks you into believing that you are doing well enough. It gives you a false sense of accomplishment because, hey, you were doing what's expected of you, right? But personal growth doesn't happen in the realm of the expected. Growth happens when you challenge the status quo, when you step outside what's comfortable. Think about the people who inspired you. The trailblazers, the visionaries. Did they follow the crowd? No, they created their own path. Normal wasn't good enough for them, and it should not be good enough for you. For this, I would like you to remember the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson. Don't go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. So how do we break free from this shield of conformity? It's not easy, but it starts with awareness. The first step is recognizing that you are wearing it, that invisible shield. Ask yourself, what areas of my life am I choosing to be normal because it is easier or safe? Is it in your career, your relationships, the way you spend your free time? Once you've identified where you are blending in, the next step is to make a conscious decision to do something different. This doesn't mean that you have to make a huge leap all at once. It can start with small changes. Maybe it's voicing an opinion in a meeting instead of going along with the group. Maybe it's pursuing a hobby that doesn't fit the norm of what your peers are doing. The key here is to start. And remember this, you shouldn't try to fit in because you were born to be different. There is something within you that's unique, something no one else can bring into this world. By blending in, you are not just hiding from yourself. You are hiding from the people who are waiting to be influenced, inspired, and motivated by you. Yes, you. They won't notice you if you were doing what everybody else is doing. But when you step outside normal, that's when your true impact begins. I have to be real with you here. There is a cost to stepping outside the boundaries of normalcy. When you start to challenge the status quo, people will push back. You might lose friends. You might face criticism. People love to defend the idea of normal because it's what makes them comfortable. But here's the thing. Anything worth having comes with a price. If you are not willing to risk discomfort, you are not going to get anywhere. Growth and success don't happen in your comfort zone. They happen when you push past fear, past doubt, and past the urge to conform. You've got to be willing to accept that not everyone will get it. Not everyone will support your decision to live outside the boundaries of normal. And that's okay. Because the people who matter, the ones who are on their way, on their own path to growth, will respect you for it. In fact, they'll probably be inspired by it. Coming to the end of this episode, I would like to ask, so where does this leave us? Well, it leaves us with a choice. You can choose to continue living a normal life, blending in, doing what's expected, staying safe. Or you can choose to step outside of normalcy, to embrace your uniqueness and pursue the life you really want. I want to leave you with this thought. You are not put on this earth to be ordinary. Your maker didn't make any junk. And I would say this over and over again. I want you to understand that you are a phenomenal human being who is always perfect for your purpose. There's something unique about you, something special that only you can bring to the table. Nobody else. But you'll never uncover it if you keep hiding under the shield of normalcy, the shield of conformity. Step outside the box. Challenge what's expected because the world doesn't need more people who are normal. The world needs people who are willing to be extraordinary. Now, run your imagination and I guarantee you will notice that a lot of people who impacted this world, a lot of people who made the difference, who made this world a better place, were not normal people. Actually, they were called crazy before they can make anything happen. Until you are called crazy, know that you are blending in. Know that you are covering yourself with that shield of conformity. In order to make a difference, people will see something different in you. People will call you crazy. People will call you nuts. They call you names. They call you, you name it. You know what I'm talking about. But until then, you were just a regular guy. And being a regular guy was not the reason why you were put onto this earth. Go out there and break boundaries. Go out there and make the difference. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Mentium. I hope today's conversation has challenged you to rethink the idea of normalcy in your life. Remember, personal growth doesn't happen when you blend in. It happens when you dare to be different. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, but most importantly, stay you. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. I am Majama, and this is Mentium. Peace.